only people who are thinking Connor McDavid is sending some sort of subliminal message are just people from outside of Edmonton who don't like Edmonton.
Podcasters.
I keep hearing people being like, well, that had to send a shiver up the spine of Oilers fans. And it's like, no, we're good.
If you actually listen to any Oilers media yesterday, I listened to a few, admittedly. I was curious what other people thought. I listened to Bob a little bit, and he was just like, yeah, he just wants to know what the plan is, which is fair enough. He's going to hopefully commit here for a while, and why would you not? It's like when you go to any job and you have like a contract situation and you're in a higher position, it's like, hey, like, what's the plan?
Yeah.
And they're going to be, we're going to try and win the Stanley Cup every year that you're here. And they go, okay, that's what I would love to do.
And like there might even be a little bit, and we'll get into the Bowman stuff, where it might be like, hey, we're going to like try get younger while staying competitive. And like, here are the type of trades I think we can make, like whatever. Anyways, welcome into Oilers Nation Every Day. We're live from the Sports Closet studio, from jerseys to hats to the legendary foam finger. You'll find it all and more at the Sports Closet. We are also a presentation of Bet365. Download the app. Use the promo code NATION, whatever the moment. It's never ordinary at Bet365. Yeah, I think, again, I did radio today in Vancouver, and they were like, so how are Oilers fans like handling that? I'm like, oh, what? Handling what? Connor McDavid's year-end press conference that went exactly as predicted?
There was one line in there, and I saw a few people being like, and they're right, he didn't come out and be like, I love being an Oiler, like, I want to be here, yada, yada, yada. Where other players have. Like, basically every other player that talked yesterday, which I think was just Bouchard, Perry, Frederick, all very different situations because they're all penned in RFAs, UFAs, came out and was like, I would love to stay here, I want to be here. Yeah. McDavid's in a different spot to that, but one thing that was like glossed over a little bit is he said, if I know that the plan is how I want it to be, paraphrasing a little bit, is I have no problem staying. Yeah. And no one seems to want to talk about that line. It's just him being like, whatever it was. What was the actual line? With that being said, I want to talk to my family and see what's best. He lost the Stanley Cup final 2 days ago before that interview.
Yep.
And probably hadn't really talked about much with Bowman. I doubt him and Bowman have actually had like legit conversations where they've sat down and kind of hashed a few things out. Because that's what Bowman kind of spoke about a little bit today too.
How do I get to my bookmarks on Twitter?
If you go to Twitter, go to more. Oh, it used to be that. No. On the left. Yeah, they go bookmarks. Just on the rock.
These are just some of the people I'm going to be dunking on when Connor McDavid signs his extension. We got our friend John Buccigross, who I very much like, who just quote tweeted something about the LA Kings wanting to spend big with a gif of McDavid. I got that one saved. We got Sam McKee from Sportsnet in Toronto.
Oh, Sammy boy.
As anyone in Toronto, a Leafs fan working in media in Toronto wants to buy into conspiracies about McDavid. He said, quote, that being said, 3 words that could haunt Oilers fans for a long time. Ooh.
I didn't think about it. There was one, I didn't listen to the full clip because I don't like listening to that stuff because I'm an Oilers homer and I want McDavid to stay here forever and I want his kids to play here. Adam Wilder?
Adam Wild. Yep.
He had a quote yesterday, and this was something that happens in basketball a lot of being like, and he specifically was talking about Toronto, but I'll put it in like a full league context. It's like, I wonder how teams will approach the offseason knowing that like it is a possibility. And like a lot of people did it a few years ago in basketball with Giannis, I think it was, right, Aaron?
Yeah, but like Aaron that was like a legitimate like, oh, there's a real chance Giannis leaves Milwaukee.
Yeah, I would say the chance of McDavid leaving 5% of the most, and that seems incredibly high.
Greg Wyshynski said, his tweet was, with that being said, heard round the world.
Round the world?
Yeah.
Come on. No one watches the NHL in Estonia.
No.
Not around the world,
Sid Seixeiro.
Sid is in.
Sid's in. Always good for a banger. Said, I know Connor McDavid is probably re-signing in Edmonton. I know that. Okay, you're off to a hot start, Sid.
End tweet.
But still, considering his former agent, his team president, and considering his former junior coaches behind the bench, I was very surprised how open-ended this comment was. But, like, it wasn't?
No, it wasn't. He just said he wants to win. And the others have been to back-to-back cup finals and have won a lot of hockey games.
That's the smartest thing Sid Sixero's ever said.
Yeah.
That was actually pretty tame.
I mean, like, he gave a lot of people stuff to chew on, but also he can't just sit there and be like, I'm in no matter what. He has to make a little bit out of this for himself. It is his money at the end of the day, and he needs to benefit from it. And I respect that. I also respect the fact he ain't signing on July 1st. They never do. Aaron, if you have a minute, go back and look and see it. Like, just when superstars sign, like Austin Matthews, Pasternak, guys like that, when they sign their contracts with the team. Because I would be shocked. And if anyone knows a superstar player who signed an extension on July 1st, or very close to, just let me know. Because I can't think of one. It's just not how this shit works. Because in like a weird way, they're not a priority on July 1st. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you almost need to let July 1st happen in a week or so after. And then you go to McDavid or insert superstar player and be like, hey, we got player A, player B, player C. And look how great our team is going to be now for the next 5 years with you leading the way.
Yeah. Aiden says you can't pull a Sam Bennett and completely sewer your leverage for a new contract. Whoa. Live action shot of Aaron working hard. Let's keep this kind of conversation going. I want to get to our sounds in the room, which are brought to you by Tourism. No, they're not brought to you by Tourism. They're brought to you by
Tourism, period.
Just tourism. Just go be a tourist.
Enjoy it.
Yeah, they're brought to you by Crappy Goat Distillery. That's my bad, everybody. Not your average moonshine. This is sweet, smooth, and dangerously sippable, handcrafted and flavor-packed in bold styles like lemon meringue pie, sour fuzz and peach, cafe latte cream, and orange creamsicle. I went golfing last night. It ended up being a beautiful night.
It did.
I had a little Mickey of the orange creamsicle tucked in my golf bag for my birdies. Got to sip it twice. That's good living. It was delicious after a hard-earned birdie.
Yeah, I don't bring birdie juices. No need.
You got to get in shape for the bachelor party where we will be sipping some moonshine.
I've been once this year. I've been thinking about that. I'm going to have to go.
Go come with me tomorrow.
I can't have to sit in the house for...
They'll leave the fucking couch on the driveway. Fun, cheeky, and totally different from the harsh stuff your uncle used to hide in the garage. Small batch, premium crafted. Drink it how you like it. CrabbyGoat.com. Let's just give the people... Let's just play it once so that it's on the show and we can say we did it. Connor McDavid talking about his extension.
What do you want to kind of drill down on as you make a decision here on a contract extension and the thought of possibly staying here for a while?
Winning would be at the top of the list, and then winning would be it's the most important thing. If I feel that there's a good window to win here over and over again, then signing is no problem. I again, it's only been a couple of days. I'm sure we'll get into it over the course of the next couple of weeks. But again, I'm not in a rush to make any decision, so I don't think that there needs to be any timeline. I know people are going to look at that July 1 day and be looking to see if there's anything done. But for me, I'm just not in a rush that way. So.
And again, people want to take that however they want to take it. They want it to be like, oh, he's not committing. He's not saying he's excited. No, it's Connor McDavid. He hates this shit. He's literally sitting there being like, we'll get it done when it gets done. I'm not in a rush.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
And why should he be?
Also, again, what is the negotiation with Connor McDavid? It's going, Connor, how much do you want? Because we need to put a competitive team around you. And you know what the easiest way to do that is? It's to wait till all the dust settles in your offseason and you say, hey, Connor, we've signed these guys. We got this guy in the mix, blah, blah, blah. We cleared out this cap space. Bouchard is signed for this much. Okay. We know that next summer we have, let's call it $18 million in cap space. Connor, do you want all 18? And if Connor goes, yes, I deserve all 18. I'm the best player. I got to set the market in the league. Then you go, all right, here you go. Full no move, 18 mil. Yep. Or is there a conversation of, Connor, will you take 16? Connor, do you want to defer money? Who knows how that could play out? There's so many variables into it that, yes, it makes perfect sense that he's not going to sign July 1 right after midnight hammer it out. So I'm not concerned. Connor doesn't seem concerned. None of you should be concerned. This should be the most lopsided poll we've ever done in the history of our YouTube chat, which is will Connor McDavid sign this summer? So
I liked what Chell said. If you think we hate this shit as fans, imagine how he feels.
yeah,
Exactly. Liam, I crunched the numbers
What do
for
we
you.
got?
So, Nathan McKinnon signed his extension September 22nd.
Okay.
that is
Just
not
be-
July.
Just before the season starts.
Leon Draisaitl, September 3rd.
Interesting.
Austin Matthews, August 23rd.
Also not a day
Sidney
in July.
Crosby, September 16th.
Interesting.
Nikita Kucherov, July 10th. That's the only one I could find.
He's Russian, doesn't
Yeah,
count.
it's
Yeah.
a bit different.
And that's still a week.
Also,
But either way, 4 out of the big 5 I could think of.
Still not July 1st.
this. What's up, Nation citizens? If you like that video, then you need to be subscribed to the Oilers Nation YouTube. Podcasts, live shows, exclusive interviews, and analysis. Everything you need from your favorite voices at Oilers Nation. And you don't want to miss any of it, so hammer that subscribe button.